Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We are watching the, I think it's the semifinals of the Wednesday night tournament. My local club runs. We've got Brad on the bottom, Dougie on the top in a 7-point match, 2-1. So Brad's up 2-1. Okay, it's a decent 6-5, which I mean I would play 20-9 here, but 24-13 is a play also. I mean I kind of like the builder. On the other hand, he's up in the race, so. Escaping from the back has its merits. One bad thing about escaping from the back, though, is black's pretty happy to hit with ones and probably threes and definitely eights. So this also has the, in addition to the builder, this also has the benefit of staying out of harm's way a little bit. So I do like how Brad played that one despite the race arguments. Okay, Dougie's filling in his position. Okay, 5-1. Yeah, nothing better than this, I assume. Ooh, Dougie, let's see what Dougie wants to play this. I'll make the ace, maybe. Make the ace. You can't double a dance, unfortunately. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe we can at the score. It'd be a very easy take. Probably not a double. Move the guy from the 11 to the 10, and then dance. It's probably a cube. Like here, yeah, maybe here's double take, down 1-2s, maybe a little bit of an argument for being aggressive with the cube. But I don't know, maybe Dougie has the right idea. Maybe it's just too easy. Maybe it's just too easy to take at the moment. You know, I was getting a little awkward for Dougie. All right, good shot by Brad. Good shot by Brad. Yeah, not that clear how to play it. I'm a little inclined to pop out though. Against rather than leave black a bunch of return action. I don't know though. You're still leaving 4 shots by doing this, and you're not doing anything good on the home front. So hitting fives are a little duplicated. So I don't know. My first impulse was this, but one play could be wrong by a bunch. You're down in the race a bunch, you know. But anyways, Brad has this decent block now. Dougie would be trying to get out of there in some fashion, so probably I would go right after the escape like this also, but not clear between this and maybe you can stay back on the 22 also. Oh, great shot by Brad. And then I would cube this. Like assuming you haven't lost your market, I mean any hit on the 3-point followed by a miss should lose the market pretty big. And there's some like crushing numbers like 5-5, 5-3, stuff like that. So. And black's board's a little bit in disarray, so maybe you can survive. You can survive a hit back sometimes. So this looks like a pretty strong cube to me. Maybe it's the take pass that's more the question actually. I guess the Dougie should take a little. Yeah, Dougie should take a little deep at the score probably. Because you pass and you let Brad get to a comfortable 4-way score, and Dougie's down in the match. Yeah, I don't know though. But definitely a cube. I mean, gun to my head, I'd say it's a take. But honestly, I'm not very confident in that at all. Anyways. Yeah, no, I mean Brad's winning the match, but he still has this nice 4-way score, which often means he could be quite aggressive with the cube. The book money play is actually, I think, to run all the way with the 6-3. The score, there's maybe a little bit more argument for mixing it up. All right, nice shot by Dougie. He can either the problem with making the 18 is the 4 is a little destructive. Okay, but he likes his 18, makes sense. Okay, 6-1, I would play probably 22-16, 6-5. I'm not sure if there's anything better. You can play 18, but I don't want to get double hit or pointed on. So I guess you're left with this, which isn't great, but it does some good stuff. All right, so I guess he's safetying and then deciding on a 4, but I don't know, making the 5 points to play. If you make the 5-point, yeah, I would play. I'd actually play 24-20 with the 4. This is okay too because he's going to give up his anchor to hit against the stronger board. Yeah, actually, maybe this could be better than 24-20. Yeah, it's tough play though. Like there's other plans there. Like you could just safety, try to escape later. But Brad wanted to press his board advantage. Ooh, bad 2-6. Like this is a pretty strong. This is a pretty decent double at the score, I think, despite Brad being up in the match because he's 4 away. White's not getting gammoned much. So I think this should go double take or double pass due to Black's bad position. So let's see what the boys do here. Oh, he does not double yet. I think he's missing an opportunity here. I think. All right, so make the 2 as a play. Yeah, why not make the 2 here? This way he does get in a good cube next roll, assuming he does cube. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, I wouldn't have been 100% sure of the take there, especially at the score, where sometimes it's a take for money, pass at the score. And again, I would cube this, and I don't really want to take his Black. It's a horrible position. I mean, White has the world here. And there's some gammons, you know. Yeah, good pass there. Could possibly be too good. I think it is a pretty big pass. Not that you play on in practice there, because you might get a take, you know. I usually hit the other guy here just to minimize the return action. But Dougie's play is okay. So it sort of hits off the better point for White. Okay, Dougie's playing a little aggressive. Okay, makes his 4. There's maybe something else there where you make the 21 and try to duplicate. Now the problem is there's no duplication there if you make the 21. That's probably why Brad chose the offensive point. Okay, 4. Oh, nice 4-4 by Dougie. So he's going 18 squared, 9 squared. He is up in the race quite a bit. So there is actually an argument for playing all the way to the 14 point. But this is this is pretty good structure everywhere. So he goes with this. I don't know what the plan is here. I make the 20s a play, but you're going to hit less long term. You can play 39, 6 to 5. This wins more, you know. You're going to get gammon a little more than making the 20. But you can hit, you know. You get a decent double anchor game a lot. So it goes with that. This is best for the win, I think. Now, I'm not sure if it's worth the gammons at this score, or maybe you want to play a little conservatively. Alrighty. So you can't. I mean, White has a blot in the board. I'd be a little inclined to hit here, actually. Play 18 to 16, 18 to 14. Huh. Maybe Dougie's seeing something I'm not there. It doesn't seem like dangerous. It's only a 2-point board with a blot on White's side of the board. You don't love sending the 4th checker back, but you get to get off that problem point at the same time. So yeah, I just want to play that very straightforwardly. But he's a good player. I mean, maybe he has better positional understanding of that than me. Yeah, I don't want to leave any pointing numbers here. So I play the 3 up and the 4 in. So I don't pay big to these combinations of 1s, 3s, and 4s. If you get away with it, this is better. Both because you're more flexible in the backfield and the spare's better placed. It's just you're kind of getting smoked there with, I don't like this. You're kind of getting smoked there with, what is it, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers. 10 very strong pointing numbers there. Yeah, I mean, you do kind of want to stay back, but I don't know. You also want to spring the guy, and you want to keep your home board in good shape. So I don't really like how Brad played that one. I would be doubling his black at this score. The white score's all screwed up now. I don't know, there's still a lot of contact though. Let's see if Brad wants to play this one. I wouldn't be sure about this. But I know one thing going for one thing's going for White's position. It's black one's the 14 point and not the 13 point. So that seems quite a bit harder to bring home, you know. But anyways, yeah. So Brad wants to hang on to his lead, so he passes. And actually, if he took and lost, which probably would happen, Dougie gets the four away, 3 away, which is okay for the 4 away player. So actually, yeah, maybe Brad had the right idea there. I think there's more incentive to pass at that score than for money, or it's like say 0-0 in a long match. So yeah, probably Brad did have the right idea there. Maybe take for money, pass at score or something. Yeah, I don't like this as much because it uses the last builder on the 6 point to do this. I would have switched 5 to 4. Well, this play did work better. It's a little hard to follow through though. With his 4 duplication that Dougie insisted on. So that's probably an error by that double ones was probably an error by Brad. All right, I would lock up the points and do this probably. Hitting just looks like you're getting hit back all over the place. All right, yeah, good play by Brad, I assume. Oh, great roll by Dougie. And then Dougie can cube this 5 away, 3 away, I think. He's got his clear edge, right? It's gammonish enough. It should be enough at the score. I wouldn't pass it, but I think there's enough here. He's a sort of race lead, gammonish, positional lead, 2 men back versus 3. So there's probably a missed opportunity by Dougie there. And I would probably find some hit there, actually. Yeah, it seemed odd not to hit. He was so enamored with his 23 point. It looked like there was a pretty good hit where you play 9 to 4, 8 to 7. Huh. It's possible I was missing something there, but yeah, it seems fairly clear to me to hit there. But anyways, White did not anchor. Again, I would be like cubing this stuff probably. Yeah, I would cube this 5 away, 3 away. I just think it's enough. You know, it's sort of a clear edge and sort of a mutually gammonish position. Was he wanted 8 point or his midpoint? I would keep the 8, but I could be wrong. This does put nice pressure on White's midpoint, as we see here. Maybe it's worth making the 8 point. Some aces are duped, like 1, 2, 1, 3 are duplicated. Yeah, I would pull the other guy down, I suppose. Get really good builders for the 2. Maybe you can make your 7 also. Of course, the White's hits are tremendous now. You know, White doesn't have anything, I don't think, especially at the score. Brad is thinking about it. I mean, he does lose his market pretty big on the 6s. Just when he doesn't roll a 6 or like a 1-5, for instance, doesn't look like he has much of an edge, if at all, you know? Maybe a little bit of an edge on the non-hits. That does look like the play, Brad. This does not look like the play. Once again, it seems like you can make a better claim for White being a big favorite after the hit play, right? It is pretty bloody though. Give you that much. Some of the hits aren't that big a deal though. Black has to hit on the ace point. If one play is right by a lot, it's got to be the hit play, you know. Yeah, I don't like this. I mean, now black is, Now black is crunching pretty badly next roll. So, I mean, Brad's play did sort of work. I don't know if this is a cube or not at the score. I mean, is it 100% a take for white? I mean, for black? I mean, I would take. I guess there's a little bit of doubt in my mind, so maybe the double's okay. Seems like black's position is really solid. It's hard for white to. It's going to be hard for white to fill in that 4 point for a while, especially if black even I mean even when he hits like okay, so white hit black's enter somewhere. It's like hard to fill in the 4 point. Yeah, I would definitely scoop that up. Okay. I would probably go the other way, but this is okay. Black, I would probably try to run as black, but I'm not sure about it. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe Dougie had the right idea there. 5-1. Okay, you can slot a bunch of points on your home board, or if you want to keep the black count down, you can play 13, 8, 6 to 5. This way, your hits are actually worth something next turn. Like for instance, if black slotted 2 points, white could like pile builders into the outfield by playing 13 to 9, 13 to 10 there, and say, if you want to hit, that's fine. You've got 2 blots on your board, you know. And we've got a good old-fashioned racing game. Red is going to be up 8 pips. Black's on roll, so white has a little bit of an advantage here. So score could throw off some of the cue action here. The Brad, despite being up in the match, can take very, very deeply. It's like 17% or something. And then Dougie's take point, even though he gets to redouble to 4, is just like more like 23 in this gammonless position. So despite white being up, I mean, he maybe has to be more aggressive about at least at taking and probably doubling also. We'll get one of these 4 checkers off the 8 point here. It's not like this is a big error or anything. I don't like 4 on the 8, you know. Okay, so all right, 89. Okay, 89.97. Right, like this is a double for money. It may not be a double at the score because of the very low take points. Yeah, some similar stuff here. This is a little bit bigger double for money. I don't like how Dougie roll a 1-1 last roll and not leave that 5 point void like that. That seems suspicious. No, he rolled a yeah, she probably should have forewent a crossover, filled in the gap. Okay, now this is double take, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's pretty strong because it's a pretty strong cube for money, right? And so and there's no recube vig for white. So even though it's pretty far from a pass at the score, the fact that Brad doesn't have any recube vig means the doubling window opens up quite a bit. You got like a wide doubling window there, so you can be further away from the take pass line and still have a double. Oh, hey Barry. Yeah, 753 on the 654 points, right? Yeah, because neither player had checkers on their low points, you can sort of aim for that structure where you have 7 on the 6, 5 on the 5, 3 on the 4, and that like, as you seem to know, that wastes the least amount of pips long term in the barrel. So sort of the most in that sense, it's the most efficient configuration of 15 checkers. Also good is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5 on the 6, 4 on the 5, and so on down to 1 on the 2. So that's also very efficient. So either you can sort of aim for either one of them. But it's kind of fun to get the 7-5-3. You know, it's like, oh, I got it perfectly efficient with 15 checkers. I haven't gotten it for years. I've definitely gotten like a few times in my life, at least a few times in my life. But I always think about it like kind of, and I aim for something. It's like hard to get, surprisingly hard to get. I mean, I guess you have to roll like just the right number of pips, and you have to play in such a way that you can get it. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is right to forego a chance to get it in order to like, I don't know, keep things sort of spread out a little better in the outfield, say. Okay. Well, good luck. All right, so Brad takes this one home, and then I assume he's not playing you in the finals. Is he playing John in the finals or something? John or Paul, maybe. Let's take a look at a couple of these decisions, and then we can take a look at the finals. Okay, so let's go to XG mode. Okay, so what didn't I like? There was some like 4-away stuff. Okay, so let's put Brad on the bottom. I think Brad had an opportunity or two, maybe just one opportunity to double before he did. It struck me as odd not to double. Okay, this is a good play by Brad here. Like I thought maybe there's a chance 16-13, 24-20 was correct, but I guess it's not. I guess it's just not that important to get those guys out of there. Yeah, that play is probably really bad because I don't know, he's pretty happy to hit there. Okay. Yeah, like here. Okay, this is already a pass. Yeah, such a huge edge, and the score shouldn't deter you. The fact that you're up in the match shouldn't deter you from doubling because you're 4 away, which can lead to very aggressive doubling. Yeah, especially in positions where like you don't get gammon very much. So although I guess this is a pass for money also based on these numbers. And then the next roll, he doubles, and it's such a huge pass that maybe it's even like too good. Yeah, it's like too good almost, or it is too good. I don't know. In practice, you want to cube this because maybe you get a take. Yeah, they make the 2 here. And then what was this? Okay, a good pass up the score, possibly take for money. Oh, and then I would have taken as Dougie in this position. Oh no, it is it is a take. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, good double. Yeah, score's sort of relevant here because it's a fairly gammonish position. Like Black wins a lot of gammons, but he's 3 away, so he's not really getting full value from his gammons. Like he can only use one of those extra 2 points at stake on a doubled gammon. And White can double at any time and void Black's gammons anyways. So yeah, the score is a little bit of an incentive to take here. I mean, it might be a take for money too, but actually based on the numbers, probably not. Oh, it's close. It might be close. But I see what Dougie was thinking, right? I mean, he's super stuck back there. If Black rolls badly, he can break his 9-point fine. If he rolls well, he hits. And then even when he rolls badly, White is often crunching worse than Black right away. But still, yeah, due to the score and the chances. Oh, it's funny. It's not even a cube here. Yeah, I would have cubed this also. See, it's funny. You got to know your take points. A pretty strong cube for money, but because Black's take point is so low, when he's 2 away and his opponent's 5 away, It's just miles away. It's like 8% away from the take pass line. So it's just too far from the take pass line. Even at the score where black has no recube vig. I would have cubed this also, to be honest. Yeah, I just didn't. I don't like this. If we're going across over here, because this is Dougie's play. You might not fill in that 5-point gap, and then look, you void on the 5 points. Look at all these guys on the 6 that are going to have to be played 6-1 with a 5. That's going to be such huge amount of wastage later. So we'll go back to the original position, right? 4-1 here. What Dougie's thinking is he wants 2 crossovers. He wants to cross over 2 checkers into his home board, but there's other priorities. All right, let's go back. Oh no, Barry is playing in the finals. All right, well, this should be a good match. Shall we put Barry on the bottom for a change of pace? Okay, 9-point match. White on roll with a pretty solid edge. Yeah, this is good enough to cube, I think. I mean, I don't think it's a pass or anything yet, but up in the race, better position. He's better position like all over the place. And he's got some good threats. So like hit, bad entry might lose the market, or hit dance definitely does, or you roll big doubles or a pointing number. So there's enough there to send that over, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Brad has a bit of an edge on Barry, so he might be playing a little conservatively. I don't know. Barry seems like Barry played like decently against me, so he beat me. He beat me in round 1. It was an interesting match. I was down 6-zip like right off the bat, like really quickly, and then I slowly clawed back in, and I got to double match point, and it came down to like a close race where like both of us were winning at times, and then I lost the race on a big double. So I was counting my chickens a little bit. It's a little disappointed. I could have played I played okay. I feel like I made some blunders I maybe shouldn't have made though. It was not an easy match by any means. I was some of the blunders I was surprised by, but some of it was like, yeah, I should have been able to figure that one out. Anyways. Okay, so Barry with the 6-2. Okay, so he builds his 2-point and sort of minimizes shots. Looks reasonable. So this is a very easy take, I believe. Like even when white hits, black just enters and has like a playable game. I mean, there's probably a pass on a lot of the hit sequences though. So doubling wouldn't have been totally crazy there. But I would have held off like Brad did. Like you miss and you don't really have much. Yeah, this is okay. We can't really hit next turn now, but it is sort of best for maybe building a quick board. Maybe 13-7 was slightly more accurate there. Actually, he does have some hidden cover numbers here, but he misses. Yeah, once again, so I lock up the board now because I play like 5-4 because white has some numbers that is going to leave like a fly shot. And so I don't want 2 blots in my board in that case. Nothing wrong with 5-4. This might be a bit too many hidden cover numbers. But it's an idea. I mean, it's not because of the blots in the board, it's not clearly wrong. All right, now he gets to put this stuff together. All right, your race is still close enough. I would not cube this. Was it also like 13 pips? This is a take on the race alone. And black has this 3-point game. And white has the gaps also. So I believe this is no double take. If it was this position, if white had this position up 13 pips, I wouldn't mind doubling. But it would still be a take. Take or very close. Probably take. All right, 5-2. Okay, so it's just one shot. then white and black has the blot. This is pretty cheap price for getting off the midpoint. See, now white has no real forced blot number except for maybe 4/4. So I think it'd be okay to like slot some Hindenburg points there for black. I would make the 6 prime. Block all the big doubles, which I think black would be happy to run with. There probably is plays that could hit less long term. But I think the race is close enough that Brad does want to block a little bit. Good. I would do this as opposed to 6-1 square. Get a more robust position. And there's probably something slightly better there, but Darius plays okay. Ooh, 5/5, crunchy. Oh, 4/4 is sweet. Get to play 8 off squared. How often do you get to do that? Yeah, you could say there's not that many good attack numbers for white. If you want to try to win, you can do this. Although we don't win very much. It's going to get a few blotters here, though. 4 blot numbers if Brad makes any reasonable play. Right, 6/6, 5/5, 6/5. Yeah, not sure about saving a 6 there or not. He's ripping twice, saying black's going to go sometimes anyways, and he does. Barry has a tiny bit of raise, but likely it's going to be 2 zip, 7 away, 9 away in Brad's favor. Good. Yes, it could be relevant. I mean, the way I think about it is like I think about what the cube action would be for money. And if it's like a close double and I'm black, I don't double, especially in gammonish positions. And if it's, I'm sorry, for white, if it's a close double for white, and if I think it's a close double for white for money, I don't double it. The score I'll hold off for a roll, say. And the opposite for black, if I think it's not quite a double for money, I'm gonna cube at the score as black, especially when it's gammonish. Yeah, the gammas make the score effect greater. Okay, nice shot by Barry. All right, let's see if Barry finds this play. I think it's 8-4, 6-3. Yeah, that's too passive. 8-4, 6-3. Obviously, you're leaving a ton of shots. Getting a kiss, no big deal. Getting missed is tremendous. So the risk reward of making a play like that is strongly in favor of hitting twice. It's a little bit questionable, maybe because you're not hitting on the 5 and 4 points. You're hitting on the 4 and 3 points. But I would still do it. And then I would hit with the 3. Yeah, hitting with the 3 is much. Yeah, he should have played 8-3, 8-5 here, unstacking the heavy 8-point. Running doesn't seem to do that much. Meanwhile, fighting for the 5 point seems to do a lot. It might even be 8-3 here, but 15-10 is good. Yeah, 15-10 is better. This is wrong. Yeah, it gives white this extra attack option that he doesn't have to give. I guess it does avoid leaving a shot in the outfield though. But I would do this 15-10. Oh, is he going to play 20-15? Looks like he's going to play 20-15. He's down in the race though. That would be a bad play. Like, you get away with this somehow. And like you're running into like a poor race. So they're sort of wrong-headed. Although that said, I mean, Brad's probably attacking, but he's got like this really nice positional option where he makes both the 20 and the 4 points. Yeah, maybe he does it and then hopes to attack later. Gets to keep his 8 point also, you know. His 8 and 7 points. Okay, goes for this is like I said, sort of the normal thing. All right, let's see if Barry finds the hit here. Yes, he's sort of, well, I don't know. I mean, I think he played bar 23, 8 to 5. But there is a reasonable non-hit where you come in with a 3 and play 8 to 6. The problem is White is happy to swing away here on the home front with a number like 5-3. It's probably making the 3 keep the 7 here. Because you get to unstack the heavy 6 point at the same point. So this is a good play. If Brad picks up his dice, good. Okay, so come in with the 2, hit with the 1, and hope not to get doubled, maybe? I would cube this as White. Huge edge. Good threat where you make the 4 point. Or attack him somehow. Which might be the play. One square 20. You hit loose also. Yeah, he plays. I've seen people do this, right? Like he still has the option to either switch to the 1 or hit loose on the ace. Essentially, I have trouble doing this and thinking about the position though. So I usually decide on whether to hit loose or switch. By default, I tend to switch if I don't know what to do. I think that tends to be right. Though I don't know, because this structure is tremendously better, regardless of whether black rolls well or not. So this could be right. But I'd still be a little inclined to make the 1. Especially with cube access, you know. You want to maybe reduce the volatility a little bit. But I think a good case can be made cubeless for making the 4 here. All right, 4 fuckers. So he pops out. I mean, White is still up in the race by a bunch. And he has these nice hitting threats. So could this be a cube even up 2 zip? I mean, I'd certainly take as black. But hit dance should be like a big pass, I would think. Yeah, Brad goes for it. Yeah, pretty reasonable. But I would take his Barry because he's not doing too badly on the misses, and he can survive. He can survive the hits and the score, I guess, we're taking. So Barry should be. I mean, he's obviously don't double this, but Barry should be very aggressive sending a 4 cube. Like if he just like starts being ahead in the game and there's some gammas floating around, it's probably going to be enough to cube this. Oh, that's a cute play. Duping 2s and 4s. I like it. All right, so Barry's plan is just to put the board together and hope to get a shot at White next turn, even if it's in his inner board. Yeah, he's gonna get something to shoot at. Don't know where. Okay, Brad says I'm gonna run from the back and I'm gonna be pretty much home free when missed. But it's a double shot in the outfield. That's the rub, I guess. Yeah, but this would be unclear to me. No, Barry missed. Well, you can keep both outfield points. Do this. Hope White rolls a 4-2-2-2, 4-4. 2-1. Great shot by Barry. 2-5. Jesus, Brad. Maybe I should be rooting for Brad. Brad's gotten horrible luck this season in these weekly tournaments. Like worse than me, which is hard to believe. What a terrible number this is. I don't know, do you play 18 to 15, 7 to 2 or something? Is that the safest play? See, 4-1, 4-5, 4-3. I think that might be the safest play. I don't want to leave a million blots flapping around. I think you gotta do this, especially with cube access. Oh no, he doesn't have cube access. Barry was the cube. He's such a weird number. Yeah, the 5 looks so natural to go to the 13 point, but then there's no 3, owing to the dead checker on White's 3 point. I mean, yeah, you could spread things out and say it's probably going to work, but I think the downside to it not working out is just tremendous. So I would have played it like Brad did. I mean, now you can leave one shot if you want, although it does hit 2 checkers. But this is better. Well, 3-3 is quite bad for White. 2-1. Hit and hope for the best, I guess. I don't even know. I mean, you're going to be leaving, if you don't hit, you're probably going to be leaving 4 or 5 shots. Just 4, I guess. But when black hits, he's gonna have all his checkers in. If you do this, black rolls one of his 11 hit numbers. Black still has one on the roof, except when he rolls 4-4. You know, and is better when black dances to have hit. So I think it's worth hitting here. Like, okay, black, you don't hit, black dances, and then you're still going to be leaving a few shots in the outfield. So I think that's what you do. Okay, so no, Brad disagrees. You're like, okay, so now it's hard to come home. I mean, obviously, if you know black's rolling a 4, you do Brad's play. But it's going to gain enough on the non-4s. The hit's going to gain enough on the non-4s to make the hit right, I think. Because there's not such a massive difference in the 4s for the reasons I explained. I think that's right. All right, yeah, so you don't split here. This is good. I would have gotten smoked if he split. Yeah, White's board is 2. Even with like a 2, say black rolls a 2-1. It's not right to split because White has good pick and pass numbers in a 4-point board. Okay, I don't think Barry's seriously thinking about recubing this. He's still losing by good margin. Yeah, I should not cube this either, even with the gammonish shot. Yeah, right. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. Might have played 7-6 with the one. Although because Barry played it the way he did, he got to stay back and get a shot on this 4-1. All right, so I don't. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, if you get hit, you're dead. Either way. If you get missed, I guess maybe you prefer this position to like the position where you play 5-4, 5-1. And I don't think there's a reason to play 5-4 off and leave 2 extra shots. So Brad's plays fine there. It doesn't matter much though compared to 5-4, 5-1. Alrighty, so Brad is now up 4-zip to 9, so 5 away, 9 away. Very different score than like 3 away, 9 away. So Brad actually can get in like decent cubes and gammonish positions at this score. Whereas like 3 away, 9 away, it's a little hard to find a cube in a gammonish position. Alright, I mean if you wanted to, you could play bar 23, 6-5 here. I think I do that before this. You could also enter with the 1 and play 13-11 because of the blot on black side of the board. I'm not sure about Barry's play might be okay too. All right, anyways, Barry has this. I'm sorry, Brad's play might be okay. So Barry has this. Okay, this is decent. I thought he was going to hit, but I didn't see he could make his awesome 5-point. This is pretty good play by Barry, I think. 6-2. Okay, Barry needs to get the backmen going in some fashion. This is okay with 13 to 11. Another fancy play where you play 24 to 22, 13 to 7 with some 3 duplication. That might have been worth a look also. But I don't know. There's probably 3 or 4 different plays there that make some sense. Nice shot by Barry. You at the score 0-4, you could cube this actually, but I can't fault holding off because he's not winning by that much. Okay, you could do this, but White has to give up the anchor to hit a lot of the time. Ugh, like the slightly less. Not sure how this compares to hitting though. Yeah, this looks a little suspicious to me. Although he does get a good cube in here. I should cube that. That hurts my soul not to see a double there. You know he's like too good. Up 50 in the race, even when White enters, still a little gammonish. And his 0-4, you know. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not too good. Maybe it's just double pass. But this is I think this is miles away from a take. Alrighty, 5-1 for White, which is a little tricky. So 13-8-11 to 10 maybe, but I don't know. I mean, there's other stuff like hitting's like a real play because it just doesn't play good, you know. I'd probably end up doing 13-8-11 to 10 and saying, oh, there's not quite enough reason to put a checker on the ace point yet. But I don't know for sure it's wrong. Now let's see how Barry wants to play this one. I mean, bar 26 to 4 is a play. Not giving White his full roll. Forgoing the 11 points. But the 11 point is not the greatest. The 11 point is not the greatest point in the world. So maybe hitting was a little better there, especially with the White blot, you know. Well, 4-4 is pretty good. Okay, so I can't really fault this play, but you could go 13 to 1, 6 to 2, hitting 2 checkers. Could be better. Okay, but White, it looks like Brad wants his 5 point instead. And then I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I would do the score, I would take his black pretty easily. I don't know if White has enough. Probably not. Dance here is maybe a different story. Well, 11 to 5, 8 to 5 is okay. Okay, so he makes his 5 point, but he keeps his 11 point instead of making his 8 point because he doesn't want to leave too many blots in the outfield. Okay, good attack here. Double. I guess you can double a dance now. Though I would, at the score, I guess I would take his White. His black, I mean. You double his White, take his black, maybe? Maybe. Black is glad, one, he has his 5 point, and 2, he didn't leave any other blots in the outfield. Like, so 3 away, 9 away, 3 away, 8 away. It's 8 away, not 9 away. 3 away, 8 away, you wouldn't double this, but 5 away, 8 away, I think you can cube this. And then I guess you're hoping black passes. Brad's taking his time. Maybe we can set this up in XG. Okay, he does find the cube. Let's see if Barry wants to try it. Okay, so oh no, it's actually it's a lot stronger than I'm giving it credit for. Yeah, no, some huge pass it looks like. Yeah, no, that's a good pass by Barry. I guess I would have been tempted there due to the match score, but it's some no, it's some ridiculous pass. Assuming I set it up right. Um, yeah, no, it's absurd. It's absurd to take it. How am I going so wrong here though? Yeah, it's like too good. I mean, it is 30 pips. Was this the position? Yeah, it looks pretty threatening to me. It doesn't look like this threatening to me though. Yeah, 4-1 to 9. Yeah, I was like way off. Jesus. I mean, 11 in the zone. I mean, the race is obviously quite relevant. 57% gammon is woof. Woof. Anyways, let's go back to the match after that one. Jesus. Anyways, okay, so 5-4 for Barry. Okay, so he makes the 20. Okay, Brad is trying to get that guy home. Looks reasonable. He's up in the race a little bit. This does look best. Plays pretty conveniently. Not like this, I think. Although this is good. This is good if Barry gets away with it. But yeah, I'd be more inclined to do this and then this, and then not leave any shots, and build the nice 4-point. You know, I don't think you clear the midpoint because you're I don't know, you're down in the no, the race is close. I mean, so like this sort of racing approach where you get the backman ready to spring is you know, it's sort of key, you know. Wow. Well, if you play 13 to 10, the only hit number that doesn't leave a bunch of deadly return shots is 1-1, I think. So I guess you should play 13 to 10 here and keep the board in shape. Six, 5. Okay. Okay, now you can spring from the back in some fashion. Get a little flexibility there while white has the blots. Yeah, so now if black rolls like a 5-3 or something, he's already kind of overrunning his home front a little bit. So black should have used this opportunity where white has the blots to get a backman going. All right. All right, so what's going on here? I don't know if I would leave these 3 shots. He's up in the race, so he's thinking about disengaging. Just three kind of deadly shots. It plays icy. It plays pretty bad if you don't. You got to give up one of the blocking points. Yeah, actually, this isn't that clear to me. Yeah, once again, maybe Barry should get a backman going while white has the 2 blots in his board. Now it seems less important because it's less of a block though. But see, now if black rolls like a 4-1 or something and wants to get the backman going, there's going to be a bunch of good hit and cover numbers. Okay, a double take seems okay. Let's see, it's 4-way 8 away in a non-gammonish position, so I guess black has to be a little careful about taking. But it's only 16 pips and there's a bunch of contacts, so double take does seem okay there. I would like it better if black had one of the back, didn't have 3 guys on the 20. Well, okay. Oh, nice shot by Bradley. Nice shot. Okay, good. Ooh, 6-6, he's got to run with both. Which probably doesn't want to do, still down 20 pips or whatever. But, I don't know, he's within the striking distance. It's more efficient, it's a lot more efficient than white is. So the pip count doesn't tell the entire story here. So he's got a chance, he's got a little bit of a chance. Needs to start rolling doubles very soon, though. So one big set will do it. You can play any ace you want, and you still get double fives. And you don't get double fours. So it would be fancy to play 3-2 here. You recognize that it doesn't matter. Five, no. All right, 7-1, 2-way, 6-away. Okay, good opportunity to maybe run the back checker. Well, there's nothing else productive to do. Gets punished. And then Barry should cube this 6-away, 2-away, I believe. He's like, he's just winning. I mean, it's gammonish, and he's just winning by enough. This should go double take, I think. Or maybe double pass. Alrighty, I would probably play positionally also, rather than hit off the 2-point. Like, you want to cube this. I would make the 5 there at the score. Up the gammons for both sides. Make it hard for white to get in the cube, and pretty easy for black to get in the cube. Like, once again, black should probably cube this with the direct gammonish shot. Yeah, the race is even close. This should go double take, I'm pretty sure. Now it's too good. All right, so 3-2. Okay, so the attacking looks reasonable. And it's not that clear because white has such a nice prime on the other side of the board that maybe actually you play 24-21, 24-22 there. Try to counteract the prime. But score argues for something more gammonish. All right, nice shot by Barry. 2-2 does not really hit. So this and then an awkward last one looks okay. All right, nice shot by Barry. So 22-21 does seem like a bit of a priority here. So even though you can clean up both blots in the outfield if you want, which could be right. There's maybe something else like this that's a little better. Yeah, cleaning up both blots in the outfield is pretty decent too. All right, let's see how Brad wants to play this one. He plays it aggressively, trying to contain that back checker. Nice shot. You do not give up your 8-point to hit. Good. Double this. Okay, I would not give it up though. Okay, I just make the 9. Okay. Ugh, 6 is bad. Yeah, try this, and then if you get hit, you get lots of return shots usually. Okay, what do you do here? There's various hit twice plays that try for more. That'd be a tough play. Like there's a play, 6-3 combined with either 13-12 or 3-2. Sort of makes it harder for white. If you play, actually, if you hit twice inside, it sort of makes it harder for white to get a good back game out of this. So that might have been worth a look. All right, so I don't know where he played the 4. Looks like decent defensive structure like this, though. All right, I assume it's just 13-7 squared unless I'm missing something. It doesn't look like there's anything else to me. If you could make the ace point with like 13-1, 4-1, that might be better. But there's 5 threes, right? So this looks pretty clear, I guess. Ooh, the 6 is bad. Okay, so he's playing this 2-3 game now. Should have decent timing for it unless black rolls really well. So it seems like maybe this is the best plan for white. Doesn't look like there's a hit play here. There's only 2 legal 6s, so I guess he's stuck playing 12-6 with the 6, and then thinking about the 2, which would be 12-10. Yeah, if you can recognize there's only 2 legal 6s here, you can maybe find this play more quickly. I don't understand the 2 there. Why don't I play 7? Why don't I play 7-5? Oh, I see. He's bearing 2 checkers on the 8 point. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that may be better. All right, good shot by Barry. 3-2. Okay, you got to keep things spread out. Oh, he's slotting. Yeah, slotting might be okay. I mean, if black rolls a 6, you don't actually mind getting hit. He doesn't roll a 6. Brad's thinking this is like pretty good structure. Could also be right to spread things out in the outfield for better outfield control, though. Oh, these guys are rolling decent. 2-2. Okay, I would play 14-6 here. Let black play, and then maybe he cracks horribly on his home front. As opposed to switching to the 2 point. He's cracking horribly on the home front. And then, so 22-13 looks okay. There's another play where you play 23-20, 23-17. I'm not sure how that compares. Ooh, gets to get out of there and pick up a blot. Great sequence for black here. Ooh, don't leave this many shots, this many blots. Yeah, so 7-4 is only 5-5-2-5. Oh, he gets one of them. Oh, there was a bunch of duplication the other way. It could be that the other play was better because all 2s and 5s were duplicated. So it might have just been an extra shot actually to do the other one. 2-2-5-5-5-2 might have been the only hit numbers there. Yeah, crazy duplication. Huh. Oh, black is pretty dead. With perfect play, wins a couple percent maybe. Maybe a little more than that. Yeah, you can actually hit 4-2 there if you want, because you get hit back. It's no big deal. Like you might anchor and come up with a better position. Like you could play, if you wanted to try something, you could play 4-2, 24-23, and then if you get hit on the 2 points, maybe you get to anchor on the 23 and then like win from there. Like it's better to be anchored on the 23 with a crunch board than it is to have like 1 checker closed out. On the other hand, you're better off with 1 checker closed out than 2 checkers closed out. And this is all predicated on the fact that gammas don't hurt black in this situation. So I like to do that against like weaker players at least, where they might hit incorrectly. Okay, now he's going to slot his 2. Now he doesn't have to worry about the back man as much, and he gets to slot with the 2 and not the 4. So that's what Brad was thinking there. Okay, good technique there. So I actually play 8 to 4 here because I want more numbers to lead, make the 1 or even just hit loose on the 1. And then yeah, some 6s are bad here, but this might be best anyways. This is a good 6. And then you're supposed to do this for slightly more risk than other plays, I think, because you're a little worried about the race. So good play there. Just want to see if I had that cube right. That 4-1 gammonish cube right. Yeah, I'm a little surprised I was off by so much. Like, it's possible over the board I would have found the pass, but like my inclination was like, well, I don't know. Barry has like decent prospects on his side of the board. It's going to take a lot for black to white to complete the closeout, but it's just like super duper gammonish. Okay, let's analyze 4-1. Just a massive drop here. So what am I missing? What was I missing? So 11 in the zone. Two exposed blots. Yeah, it's just super duper gammonish. Like, it doesn't look that. It just didn't look that threatening to me with black's decent front position. Yeah, no, I'm just way off due to the race that's just like tremendously strong. Due to the race and the obvious attack is just tremendously strong. All right, yeah, my gut was just way off here. Anyways, what else? What else did we want to look at? Yeah, there's some opportunities in here to double. Yeah, like here. I mean, like you're about to be too good a lot. Cover dance. Too good or like close to too good. So especially at the 0-4 score. Seems like a great opportunity to double and try to win 4, you know. That's closer to too good than a take on the next roll after cover dance. Right, Barry. Yeah, I guess Barry made this error a few times, where out of the opening he's not fighting for the good points. He's not fighting for his 5 and 4 points aggressively enough. With the deuce here, so this deserves some. If Barry's watching this deserves some thought. Like this is probably an easy concept to fix. Where you do want to like put more, especially when white's board is so weak. You want to put more emphasis on fighting for the 5 and 4 points on your side of the board. You're still leaving. I mean, this isn't the main thing, but you're still leaving a bunch of shots when you play 13 to 11, 24 to 23, you know. Yeah, similar stuff here. Even here, like, in order to fight for the 4 point, you're foregoing making a good asset in the outfield. The computer still likes it. I mean, partly is such a big deal, partly due to the white blot over here, and when you get hit back, you know, it's not that bad because you're still shooting at this blot. But even without this blot, you're still maybe playing. I think you're still playing bar 26 to 4 here. it just sort of becomes more right when there's a blot on the ace, I think. You know, it's more, it's okay to make the 11 here, but still better to hit. This was okay. 2-1. Yeah, this was good, I thought. 13-10. I don't. The computer actually likes breaking the board and keeping the midpoint, which. Oh, I think I see what the computer's thinking. Right. If you do the computer's play, say something like the computer's play, you may not have to give up your midpoint on the next roll because maybe you can run from this guy next turn. I see. I get you. So even though 13-10 is fine because you're not getting hit except with 1-1. Because of this third checker there, you can't actually do something else. But here you got to run. There's going to be very few hit numbers. And now you're a little stuck back there with 3 checkers. Yeah, this was okay. Few decent hits here. Like let's see, 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. Well, I think those are all hits. I think those are all hits, but there is some upside to being here. We'll put it back to the original position. So obviously 8-2 is a play, but you're putting less pressure on the midpoint that way. Like for instance, you go 20-14 and a number like 6-2 becomes a blot number, even though I guess you do get hit there. But then a number like 6-3, White would maybe like to play 13-4, but he can't do it safely because Black put a blot there. So there is some upside to being there. And you do Barry's play. I mean, if White keeps his structure, it might roll a number like 2-1 or even like 6-2 that cracks the board at a more inconvenient time. But anyways, I guess Brad just wins the race. He's up 7-2, and then yeah, so like 2 away, many away. So Brad needs 2 points to win the match. Barry needs 8 points to win the match. You get a decent edge in a gammonish position like this. This is plenty to cube. In fact, it's almost a pass apparently. I mean, even here, you can cube this. I mean, you're pretty clearly winning, and it's gammonish, so it's enough at 2 away, at 8 away, 2 away. There's a good play with the 3-1. Not making the anchor, making the offensive points. 6-4. Okay, he's supposed to make the 2 point, but he plays 14-4. Would not have been that clear to me, but the computer says Brad's play is a double whopper, partly due to the upcoming cube. Apparently 14-4 loses a lot more gammons. And then once again, he should cube it. And then he should play on for the gammon here. Yeah, the prime is so awesome here. That Black should counteract the prime by stepping up. It's not that unusual play. You see it sometimes. You see it most often when we're stepping up with both checkers. I mean, you see it most often when you're trying to counteract this nice prime by White. Get both guys kind of the edge of the prime. So even though there's other good stuff you could do here, like hit twice, split once, bring a checker down, which actually step up, bring a checker down is okay too. Especially this play. Okay, that is what Barry did actually. He stepped up, brought a checker down, but it doesn't counteract the nice prime enough. And the builder on the 11 here is kind of nice compared to the builder on the 10. I guess you want the builder on the 11 and not the 10 here. The 4 points made. So they both bear on the same number of open points. Builder on the 10 versus builder on the 11. Like the builder on the 10 is often better because it bears on the 4 point, but the 4 point's already made here. Another nice thing about being on the 11 points, the guy's split with the 2. So 5-3 doesn't hit and 6-4 is duplicated. So that's why the builder on the 11 is good when the guy splits with the 2. So for instance, for money, 5-2 down, 5-2 split, 5-2. Even though it is good to get the backmen going here, the computer actually prefers putting the builder on the 11 for those reasons. 5-3 blocked and 6-4 is duplicated. Right, 6-4 hits, but it also makes the really nice anchor. On the other hand, when he splits, on the other hand, when your opponent splits with an ace, you don't actually love having a builder on the 11 point here. Because there's not that blockage and duplication. So it's kind of bad to kind of have a checker on the 11 point here. It makes 5-4. It makes 5-4 and 6. Well, 6-4 I guess is really duplicated, but it makes 5-4, which would otherwise be a very bad number for white. It makes it good, you know. So, well, 13 to 11, 24 to 23 is okay. It's actually a little better, I think, to play 24 to 21 here. No, I guess I'm wrong about that, but it's very close. Is this money? Yeah, this is money. So 2-1, 2-1. Usually I play 24 to 21 here, but I guess splitting with the 1's okay. Oh, what I'm thinking of, maybe I'm thinking of 5-1. Yeah, 5-1 is better to play 24 to 21. In fact, 13 to 11, 6 to 5 is okay. Because no play works that well, and so the computer says, well, if you're going to leave a bunch of good shots somewhere, you can just kind of go for it. It's kind of a funny play. Just because, like, the normal thing isn't that good either, you know. So this is a fun play to make, especially at a score. This actually is the right play, slotting into a double shot at match scores where, like, gammons are a lot more valuable for you than the opponent. So it's kind of a fun play to whip out when your opponent opens with a 5-1. But anyways, this is the 2-away. There's a 2-away, 7-away game. Yeah, the 1-1. I mean, often this is better. I'm sorry, not this. 2-1. Oh no, this is okay, Bart. I was thinking of a different 1-1. Yeah, good double here. Yeah, 3-1. Yeah, 3-1. There's sort of 3 plays here, right? Oh, they're all very close. So you can do what Barry did, not leave any shots, just send another guy back, build some outfield structure, build some decent outfield structure. But White's very likely to get a second anchor. I mean, even on the next roll, or if he doesn't do it on the next roll, rolls later than that. You can try to deny the guy the second anchor by hitting twice, 6 to 3 to 2. Of course, when you get hit back, you're kind of unhappy. Or this other play where you hit twice in another way. It's also okay. Yeah, good play by Brad here. Could make a third anchor and play 7-1, but that does look kind of like bad structure on the home front. So he plays 24 to 23 and jumps probably going to get decent timing for a decent 2-3 game, which he does, I think. Oh no, he hits right away. Oh yeah, this was a cute play. Oh no, this wasn't the. This is a good play by Barry. Oh, then this was a cute play by Brad, 13-8 here, saying, if black jumps, I don't mind being hit, because I get a 5th man back and maybe I can maintain my timing that way. If black doesn't jump, I got good builders for the inner board and I have my 8-point slider, so sometimes I can make a really powerful 5' by playing 13-8. So that was a great play by Brad. Very nice. Okay, nice roll by Barry here. Oh, and then the 6-3. Oh, the 6-3's funny. Yeah, at first I was like, well, obviously you do this because you don't want 2 blots and you don't want to leave a bunch of shots everywhere. So this is only 3 shots, right? To do the 5 duplication, it's just 5-5 and 2-5. But then I saw that there's a tremendous amount of 2 and 5 duplication here also. 2-2, 5-5, 2-5. There's only 4. It's only like 1 extra shot to do this. Now you don't love the second blot, but you're kind of dead if you just get 1 guy hit anyways. So the second blot isn't a big deal when gammas don't hurt you. So yeah, this is better when you get away with it. When you get missed. Because you're a little closer to home. If black rolls, I don't know, like a 2-4 or something. I guess you want this position, maybe. So yeah, this would be an okay play. Sure, that was pretty close. And then yeah, Brad's technique was pretty good here, I thought. Good. You don't play 6-2 because you could crack next turn with like a 4-4 or something. And then yeah, like Barry, you can't hit here, right? Keeps you might get a robust 4-point board out of it, and if you get hit, maybe that's bad. But you might anchor also and then cause white some additional problems down the line. Like this was, say for the sake of argument, Barry did make the best play here, and again, this is only because gammas don't hurt black. But like, let's say black rolls a 6-2 here. No, let's say 5-2. So he can't hit a second time after he hits on the 23. I mean, I suppose he is hitting, but I don't think it's a big deal because of this chance for black to anchor. In fact, it wouldn't shock me if not hitting is right here. The reason why you might want to hit is because it's better to close out 2 checkers than 1 checker here. Even with gammas not counting, it's just you lose fewer races. Yeah, it doesn't even hit here, but it's very close. So you can see why, like if black doesn't mind getting hit here, you can see why the black might want to make this, might want to volunteer a shot with that 3-2. So obviously he's kind of dead no matter what, so it doesn't matter much. There's a cute little gambit you can do, you know. Hit here, 4-3, 4-2. Might be different. This might be okay. So I guess you're still hitting here, but I think white is happier to hit with the 5-2 because there's less chance for black to anchor now. Yeah, now it does hit, but again, it's very, very close. So in other words, black is not losing out too much from being hit here because he has these anchoring possibilities. So I don't know, maybe that comes up for you, and it might swing a game for you, you know, if you volunteer a shot there and if you think about it the correct way and volunteer a shot there. Okay, yeah, good technique here. Slotting the 2 points. Don't mind, obviously don't mind getting hits. The computer likes Brad's play. First, I'm like this. Oh, because 5-5 plays better, I guess. But I guess you don't want to play 6-5. Oh, 4-4 plays a little worse. Good. Yeah, I always rush the bill. No, here, I mean, here I would have done Brad's play, but I wouldn't have been totally sure. Because the problem with Brad's play, which is this, is that 6-1, 6-2, 6-4 play badly. Right, they leave a shot and break the 6 prime. You could do this. Oh, I see. 6-4, 6-5 still play badly. And your spares end up in gross spots. You want the spares in the higher points. Yeah, so no, I would not have been tempted by this. But something to think about if the spares don't end up so low, and more of your 6s play correctly, play better. But Brad finishes them off. Yeah, slightly safer play with the 6-2 here, maybe, to play 7-1, 6-4. Maybe that's safer long term. But Brad's worried a little bit about the race, so he leaves 2 blonde numbers to get a checker off and keeps the spares up higher. So good play, good technique by Brad there. Good here. And then that's all she wrote. All right, well, congrats to Brad, who broke through for the first time this season. Sure, the first of many. And yeah, thanks for watching.